I live in an old war building. I live in an old pre-war building, and we have these little like doorbell listen and talk buttons, and I've literally never used them except for the door button. But as far as I can tell, every doorbell is the exact same. And the first time I ever heard of it, the first time I ever heard it, I was living in Manhattan, and it was like just me and my other roommate, my old roommate back when I was in the dorms, was this dude from Albania. He was the best dude ever. He was so fucking funny. He would just watch like either isekai anime in all the way into the night or Adam Sandler comedies and no in between.
Dude, that guy's fucking based. That's like the best neighbor you can have.
Oh, I loved every single roommate I had, but well,
But oh, dude,
yeah. So one day we were all just kind of chilling out, and out of like in the morning, all we heard was just and I perk up. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And I just ignore it because I thought it was like, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say. I thought it was his ringtone because it sounded like it's like obviously
God,
that's like that's not the right country, but it sounded like an actual ringtone to me. It sounded like the bing ding 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 ding. It sounded like that to me. So I was like, maybe that's like like his ringtone, which is weird because I would have figured it would just be like a normal iPhone ringtone. No, it was our doorbell. And I
your doorbell, not his.
No, our we all lived in one little apartment. All four of us lived in a studio apartment with no doors, no walls, no nothing. Just 4 beds in one loft apartment.
Dude, that's kind of cool, actually.
Well, pardon me. Well, welcome to the John Hotline, where it seems like the only person that didn't live in a 4-person apartment in Manhattan is you.
I had my own experiences, just not in New York. So I pretty much also like had that experience of living with other people in communal housing. But
yeah,
I don't know if it's I just don't know if it's better in New York. I know it's expensive as fuck there, right?
Guilty as charged.
You kind of just want to. Yep. You kind of just have to live with people.
Well,
and yeah, the money's tight, you know.
You're goddamn right. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh fuck! I don't know where to begin. I mean, I guess I'm just this fucking guy, you know.
You know who else was
wanna
just some
say
fucking guy?
up-
George Washington.
Oot. Holy shit! The guy from the
start
dollar
from
bill on
something.
Fortnite.
Can you get dollars in
is-
Fortnite?
I mean, it's Fortnite. It would be surprising if there isn't.
Fortnite Battle
Again, they do have their own currency. Yep. But yeah, I guess a little background about myself. I am Arabian from Jordan. And
You're from Jordan?
I have started stream. Yeah, dude.
I've never asked.
I to be honest, like not a lot of people ask, but since you asked, I'm like, oh, you know what? Sure, I'll tell them. Fuck it, whatever.
It's okay as long as I never have to point that out on a map.
No, it's okay. I tell people in the event that they ask, you know, it's like, whatever, right? But most people like cannot really make the distinction that I have an accent, so they actually think I'm an American because I don't necessarily look like a Habibi, right? They just think I'm just an American. I'm like,
well,
yeah, so they don't think I'm a Habibi. They actually,
I don't really think anybody has like that look. I don't think you can look like that. You know what I mean?
right? No, but I'm like, I guess like there's. So what do you think of like an ethnicity
if I can
or
be
like a region?
well, if I can be entirely honest, I thought you were just like I thought you were just like Middle Eastern immigrants living in like Europe. I just kind of always assumed you were European. Like I assumed you lived in Europe.
Oh, no. I mean, I could see why you would say that, but no. I don't live in Europe.
Because I would for sure say you don't have like an American dialect, but also I would say here it's a little more homogenized in certain places that there is no dialect anymore. Did you want to know something horrifying? Mm-hmm. The Boston accent is dying. Science is so good. Science is showing.
The thing is, I could tell you're Italian the very first day I met you. I think what gave it away was like the sideburns.
The sideburns, I've said
here's
this
the thing.
before. Okay. No, I've said this before. The sideburns are just because I really like Lupin the Third.
No, but it's so fucking Italian, right? But
I love Lupin the Third, and I love Space Dandy. And there was an entire period of my life from middle school to like early high school where I grew my hair out with the batshit insane idea of rocking a rockabilly pompadour in fucking middle school. And I just never did it.
Dude, that is...
Because I liked JoJo Part 4. I loved Space Dandy. I loved... I can't think of any characters with pompadours in media right now. I just loved the pompadour haircut. I thought it was so fucking cool. And I was like, I want to get that. And so I grew all my hair out. And then... You're going to have to forgive me for this. I don't think you've played any of the games. You genuinely, I might just force you to Google it later. But during the pandemic, my hair was at its longest because obviously I did not go to a barber. But instead, my hair was already growing out. And so I just let it keep growing out. And it looked so bad, it got to the point where I looked like fucking Saejima from Yakuza 4. Which, obviously, if you don't have that immediate, pop up in your head, it wasn't a good look.
I gotta look up Saejima from Yakuza 4 now. That's where my brain is.
Wise, I will say. If there is one thing I take for granted, it's where I am with my hair right now. Which is, I get a haircut every like fucking 5 months. And I do not have any inclination to change my hairstyle, my anything. There have been times where I thought about dyeing my hair green, and just no. Because you know what? Now I have the stickers. Now I have all those emotes that Chana drew me. I have all that. I have all the key art. I have all the brand iconography. I am locked into this haircut.
Bro.
Did you look it up?
I just looked at Saejima. I did. Not gonna lie, he's kind of aura maxing with that fucking outfit and hair.
You know,
he is, bro.
Can I fuck you up real quick? So,
sure.
How do you dress?
Well, pretty normally. It's like I wear like either a band T-shirt or just like something mostly plain. But recently, I started wearing band T-shirts like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and stuff like that. Right?
How's the weather over there?
It's just black or gray, you know, a pair of All-Stars or something like that.
Actually,
yeah, I'm pretty basic when it comes to clothing.
Actually, fuck, I can't lie. How tall are you?
5'9".
Oh, no way. You're my height?
I think. Wait, are you actually the same height?
You are a margin taller than me, I will say. I am around the 5'7", 5'8" range. So you are taller than me, I will guarantee you that. That's just really funny to me.
Maybe it's the hair, right? Because like what you were saying about your hair, I'm pretty much in the same spot. Like, because I have my friends pop in chat like, you look like a crackhead. You just need to cut your hair.
No,
Just
no,
do it now."
don't listen to them.
And
Don't
then-
listen to them.
Yeah,
Please don't.
Dude, if there's anything that I have learned from Twitch,
Please don't.
if there's
cut your
anything
hair.
that I have learned from Twitch, never listen to chat. Ever.
Your chat's telling
But
you
also,
to cut
like,
your
you
fucking
know,
hair?
Dude, everybody. Like,
No.
fucking everybody, dude.
No.
The thing is, like, I don't blame them because it's such high maintenance to keep it, like, actually looking good that most of the time I just look like, you know, a crackhead that you would find asking for a change, right? Because, like, I have to fucking air dry it, and then I have to, like, it's just so much fucking work, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
And
but
my
you
hair
have
is,
to
like,
take
receding.
care of it like it's a part of your body, because it is.
I mean, but it's just. See, here's the thing. My hairline is receding. This is just something I had to point out.
Perfectly normal
So,
thing that happens. Sorry
you know,
to tell you.
I know. I just hate that it's normal, right?
I mean,
And I'm just like, what if I'm
was
just
the
bald?
thing that happened in
'Cause I
that
don't have to worry.
Smiling Friends episode? Did you watch Smiling Friends?
episode? No.
What?
Is that like
Smiling
iCarly or
Friends?
something? I have to look it up. I don't know what Smiling Friends is.
This is a bit. Sir,
Hold on.
yellow pink guy.
I have
Charlie
never
Pink-
watched this.
Shut the fuck up.
I have never.
Have you not been on?
I
Huh?
No, he's scratching out.
What? Have you seen Rick and Morty?
It reminds me of Adventure Time. I have seen bits. I haven't
fuck
actually
you.
watched it. I know. I know. Dude. Okay.
fucking guy.
Okay. Growing up, I really liked The Simpsons, and then I moved on to Family Guy, and I have never watched South Park either. I know. I'm that
You're
guy.
missing out. You're missing out.
I am that guy.
No,
I did watch American Dad. I thought it was good.
So actually, American Dad is, in my opinion, the best Seth MacFarlane show we have. I would say out of the big Fox, I don't want to call it the Fox box because that's a real thing, but like out of the Fox adult animation ticket, all the big, honestly, I'm just gonna call them the big two, and you can call them the big, because the big three would insinuate South Park, but South Park doesn't fit this pattern. Where Matt Groening, famously in the Epstein Files, Matt Groening, Seth MacFarlane, not in the Epstein Files, as far as I'm aware.
Saved.
Their second shows are some of their best. So obviously, you know, there's The Simpsons, and then there's Futurama. I'm pausing.
Futurama's the one with the robot, right?
Yes.
I
I genuinely,
Okay, I
I
haven't
was
watched
like,
that.
I was holding my breath for you to be like, what's Futurama?
I also haven't watched, was it BoJack Horseman, I think it was called?
BoJack Horseman I watched in like fucking middle school because of the mysterious Mr. Enter, and then I randomly hit my friend up on Skype and I was like, would you be sad if I killed myself? At like 13.
Man.
Yeah, so Matt Groening makes Futurama objectively a better show than The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons so much. Obviously, The Simpsons is like more, to me, The Simpsons is more American than apple pie, obviously. Even if, you know, it's been degraded over the years. You can't unremove Simpsons from America.
It is part of the culture.
It's part of the culture.
Exactly.
You can
It is.
You know what word they invented? Meh.
What did they invent?
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
That
was
actually came from
Simpsons.
The
That was The Simpsons.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure, at least. I could just be spreading misinformation on a podcast. That's kind of what men do. And then, of course,
That is kind of what we do.
Seth MacFarlane has... I think Seth MacFarlane's done like 3 adult shows at this point. I can't remember the third one. But obviously there's Family Guy. But then, just like Matt Groening's Simpsons, Family Guy has degraded a little bit over the years. But then American Dad is the best out of all of them. American Dad is the most consistently funny out of every single... Oh, yeah, Seth MacFarlane did the Cleveland show, too. That's the one I tried to forget in my head.
How did we forget
How
this?
could you forget? My name is Cleveland Brown. And I am finally back in my hometown. There's old friends and new friends. Okay, wait, so you know the fucking Cleveland show?
I know, because of the meme. Oh, no, 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 no.
And not fucking Smiling Friends. I'm sorry, have you lived under a rock for the past fucking 5 months? I'm sorry, 5 years almost.
I try to keep up. There's just so much when it comes to like pop culture. And
Okay, but
news
you've
and stuff.
seen them before, right?
I can't like. I have like. Okay, put it this way, right? I come back from school. I'm tired as fuck, and I want to have lunch. I just take the TV remote, right? And I want to watch The Simpsons, but the old man wants to watch the news. But like my younger brother wants to watch Adventure Time. I'm like, fuck this shit, bro. And I was just like, I stopped giving a fuck after a while. I'm just like,
Dude.
And I don't want to stay up at 10 p.m. just to watch a rerun of the episode of Simpsons that I have already watched, where I know that they're gonna fucking just re-air at any point. Because say you're like at season 9 in the U.S., I would be at season 4. It takes us a while before like they actually get us the new seasons.
Oh, do you have to watch them dubbed?
There's subtitles, but it depends on your TV settings. I don't watch them dubbed unless it's anime. Because like growing up watching anime, most of it was just dubbed in our local language.
Dude,
right? But when it comes to
oh, that's so cool.
I know, dude.
So wait, what are you?
That's
are
actually
you still
part
in
of
school?
why my English is so good. No, I dropped out, and I'm just doing my thing right now. But
Oh, really? What were you like?
It was just
like higher education or like? I don't really know what the equivalent of high school would be.
Senior year, like 12th grade. I just I stopped there. I was like, fuck, I can't right now.
Really? Right before the degree? Yeah. No, I'm sorry, not degree. Right before the diploma?
Yep.
Wow. So what were you thinking of doing? Just like you just had enough. You wanted to.
I was just.
Did you like?
No, I was just busy working, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So like I can't. So I kind of just had to put it on the side burner, and now it's been on the side burner for quite a while. And in the process,
Wait a minute. You took a break from school and started streaming?
No, but
so you've been streaming.
Streaming was something that I want to say I've been streaming a little before COVID because my friend got into it and it was fun watching him do it. And I remember like growing up, like I want to say 2014, 2015, watching my favorite like Destiny streamers, stream my favorite game at the time. I thought they were fucking cool as shit. And I think Destiny. In 2019, rough, I know. I think in 2019 I picked up on streaming. It's just like something that I did on the side. And, 2020 happened, obviously COVID and stuff. And after I lost my job and, dropped out of high school, I just started streaming a lot more and more. And it wasn't until I was doing something on Elden Ring. I was doing a challenge run. And there was this other dude named Showcake. He was also doing the same challenge run. We were pretty much stuck at the same boss doing the same exact thing. He raided me, and then I raided him, and then we just became friends. And from there, I just met people that he knew after I took like a year break. And it was life-changing because I met a lot of people, and overnight I just blew up and became an affiliate. And I start to see more people come into stream.
Whoa.
And I'm like, man, maybe I can yeah, I was like, maybe I need to take this Twitch shit seriously, right? So I started making YouTube videos, and I've been like, I want to say for the past 6 months, things have been really busy IRL, like personal stuff. So I haven't really been pumping much on Twitch,
Well,
but I have like, I
that's why
practice.
I'm stuck at like 3 hours a day. Even now, I think the
Because
longest stream I've actually had was like 5 hours of Hollow Knight. Because
oh, you started Hollow Knight?
I finished Hollow Knight
Oh,
like a month
what do
ago.
you think of the game?
Like a month ago. I actually have some pretty middling opinions of it. I think it's in the bottom rung of indie games I've played. Just because there's a lot of, like, to me it's a Metroidvania. Ironically, I also talked about this last episode, but I don't think I ever talked about like how much I kind of didn't like it compared to how much I liked it. Like, I think the soundtrack was great. I think the visuals were very cute. I think it was very awesome that, like, however you want to say this. I think it was really awesome in concept. And also, I really think bugs are gross and creepy, so it really was effective at, like, when it wanted to be scary, it was scary. But as a Metroidvania, which is what that game is a Metroidvania. To me, I don't think by definition you can really call it anything else. Because that's just what,
Yeah.
it's like looking at Mario and being like, well, if you think about it, it's kind of like a tactics game. So when you look at
No.
Hollow Knight in the lens of like a Metroidvania, there's so many things it does fucking weird and unnecessarily cruel that like don't add up in my head. So like the fact that all the save points are constantly nowhere near boss rooms is a bad design choice. The fact that you have to fight your ghost in these boss rooms, the fact that you have to run around and lose thousands of dollars every time you want to go back, and it discourages you from exploring, because if you die in a place where you've been just exploring, then you're going to lose all your money, so why even do it? The badge system is really the badge system does not encourage you to explore like at all, because you need to be near a bench. You can't just kind of stop, pause the game, switch your badges, change your strategy on the fly. You have to find a bench, sit down, rearrange your things, make sure everything fits. And then at the same time, no normal player that's playing that game is going to remove the compass that tells you where you fucking are on your map. Or the other badge. I'm sorry, there's like a basic feature in Hollow Knight that's also stuck behind a badge, and I can't remember it right now.
The map or collecting.
Yeah, it's the map. Being able to like
money?
see where you are on the map. Is the other one? No, because I would say that's not really a basic feature. That's a quality of life feature. The badge that lets you pick up all the money you find in a room, instead of the ones you just like manually walk over. Because that to argue for the game, that's something you can add into a game and make an upgrade. That's a fair upgrade. But there's another specific mechanic in Hollow Knight that's like has no reason being something you can turn on and off, and I just can't remember it right now. But yeah, like that also basically is just a permanent debuff to your whatchamacallit, to like the gameplay. And the funny thing was, having people come into my stream and like see me playing these bosses, and like, full respect, it's not an easy game. So you are expected to.
Oh, it is not.
I think the only boss I actually beat on my first try was the possessed vessel. The boss that's just like a little version of yourself, but like with a horn, like a really scraggly horn. Yeah, Lost Kin. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, I beat Lost Kin on my first try by accident. And
Dude, I mauled it at him. I had to beat him in 2 streams. That's how bad I was.
Are you serious?
I'm not like, dude, I am bad at Metroidvania. It's like, I remember growing up. That's fine. Like, I don't hate them. They're just not my cup of tea. But I do remember
Nick's Avatar. Are you serious?
Nick's Avatar did not take you 2 streams.
No, it took me like 4 in real life days. And then I quit.
There you go. And then you quit. But in your defense, you were playing the game on hard mode, and Nick's avatar on Fez is a fucking I don't even want to imagine how
In
fucking
the
hard it
original
is.
streams, I was level 69 when I faced him.
I know,
Dude,
and I'm pretty sure like you have to be level 75 for Nick's
bare minimum. But
bare minimum.
yeah,
And
either
you were,
way.
like
The fact
just
that
kind of there. Like
the fact that people would come in my stream and be like, "Wow, you're using the compass badge on a boss fight?" Like, yeah, fucker. I need to know where I'm going. I shouldn't be that aggressive to people
Like,
in my
duh.
chat, but like the fact that a strategy is like, yeah, make sure you don't know where the fuck you're going at any time. That way you can have an advantage to equip like one of the only fucking like 5 badges that only requires 1 badge token to use, which is like every 5 farts gets a 5% increase on 1 hit damage. Badges aren't like that.
I mean,
I like the badge system. I just really don't like that the game was so anti-experimenting by forcing you to sit down at one of like a fucking 20 odd benches in the place. Wasn't a smart move. And it genuinely made me... I finished that game. I didn't get all the endings. I know I'm sure there's an ending. Yeah, because half of my chat spoiled in my YouTube chat. YouTube chat is a cursed badlands, I will say. There's Twitch chat and there is YouTube chat.
Dude.
Twitch chat is very normal. But because I multi-stream and because I also stream on YouTube, whenever there's people in the YouTube chat, it becomes a science experiment very quickly.
Dude, I had an experiment like that myself.
Yeah?
So it was around November, I started my playthrough of the hip game called Bloodborne. I'm not sure if you heard about that game. It came out 12 years ago.
I'm aware.
And I had this idea. What if I multi-stream, because I just had good internet at the time where I lived? So I said, fuck it, why not? I multi-streamed to Kick and YouTube.
To Kick?
And there was this fucking guy.
Oh, like you
Listen,
streamed on
Kick was
both
a fucking
Twitch,
mistake.
Kick, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And man, that guy was just so fucking deranged that he made MAGA hats look like liberals.
What the fuck?
That guy was just insanely competitively racist even.
Whoa.
I was like, yeah, Kick is a mistake. My friend was warning me. He was telling me, Aoful, don't do it. Kick is a bad fucking idea. I'm like, it can't be that bad.
No, it was
It's
that bad.
that bad.
What do you expect?
I'm like,
oh
I
my
was like,
god.
oh, maybe I could grow an audience on Kick.
Don't want an
doesn't
audience
hurt.
on Kick, my friend.
Yeah, I have quickly realized, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just do YouTube.
Oh
but
my
I'm
God.
multi-stream right now. Yeah.
No, I
We
think,
had our experiment. It ran for 4 days.
I think I've also said this before, but the craziest thing to ever happen on a stream on YouTube for me was I was playing and the most embarrassing part about this is you can look up the exact stream. I don't know the exact stream, but it was a Lego Dimension stream, and it was my chat was dead as fuck. Nobody was saying anything on Twitch, and I was just vibing. I was just playing the game, whatever. And 4 YouTube accounts randomly pulled up to the chat and was like, yo, fuck you, kill yourself, you're a pedophile, I'm gonna beat you to death, fuck you, you like kids. And I'm like,
What is going on?
hey man.
Well,
I'm like, hi, welcome to chat.
Hi, saw it.
And eventually the problem was
Okay.
nobody was in chat on Twitch, so I didn't have a good excuse to just ignore it. So I had to just kind of pretend to play the game with one hand and slowly move the mouse to block them on the other hand.
Oh
To
my
this day,
god.
to this
And
day,
the
still the
mods, I'm
craziest
assuming
thing.
They're just asleep.
No, of course. And then the yin to that yang was when I streamed Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII was one of those games where YouTube chat becomes surprisingly popping. Like it actually goes game by game sometimes, where I'll play a specific game and that'll get people on YouTube to show up and start talking.
Huh.
And for some reason, Final Fantasy VIII was one of those games. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if there's one thing Filipino dudes in their 30s that love their wife love, besides their wife, apparently it's Final Fantasy VIII. I got at least 4 different people being like, "Hi, I'm from the Philippines. I love my wife. I love Final Fantasy VIII." If you've ever wondered why in my channel trailer the joke is like, you might like John Chairs if you're bisexual, woman in their 30s, European, blah 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 blah, guys in the Philippines who love their wife in Final Fantasy VIII. That's why. That is a very specific niche joke from the Final Fantasy VIII Let's Play.
Man.
Absolutely. But yeah, I know Hollow Knight had a bunch of different endings, but it got to the point at the end where like I was done. It was super fun. It was really pick up and hard to put down because it was so, I love Metroidvanias like that. But at the same time, it's like it was like a candy bar wrapped in razor blades, because it had no reason to be so well made and then so stupid with some of its mechanics.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I get why they did it. They just want to have it be more punishing,
which isn't a good thing.
I mean, how do you contrast something? Yeah, but like, how do you compare that to something like Blasphemous or Castlevania, right? Because I feel like those games would be harder, no?
I mean, I think there is. I mean, my opinion on games have changed slightly. As I'm out of the phase in my life where I can just sit down, play a game for 7 hours, and that was the best day ever, right? I loved doing that when I was a kid.
Yep.
Obviously, when you're able to do that, you can spend a lot more time on a lot harder video games, and I like challenge. I do. There is the reason I did not stop or quit Hollow Knight. I finished the whole thing because it wasn't really that hard. It was fun. I personally, in my experience, I would not consider Hollow Knight a hard game for me. But because of that, the parts that were quote unquote punishing, I just saw them as time wasting. So like to me, when I'm playing a game, I expect it in some ways to respect me. I expect the game to respect my time. Because you spent all these years on this game. Sure, I'm giving you my money, and more importantly, something I can never get back, my time. And so when my time is wasted by having to basically do busy work just to get back to playing the game, it undermines the entire experience of like doing a boss fight, rolling my fucking eyes, waiting like 2 minutes of passive jumping and gliding inputs just to go back to the boss arena, where it's like I'm on like my second attempt. I'm still trying to fucking figure this guy's patterns out. Celeste is a great example. Have you played Celeste?
No, but like I remember seeing my good friend play it, and there's like all these sides, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes,
why is this game
Celeste
just not end?
is an incredibly hard platformer. Like to the point where even me, somebody who's been playing platformers since I was born at this point, you know, platforming is something very natural to me. It is my strongest genre. Even I couldn't beat the last screen of the DLC. It's been years since I've even picked it up at this point. I would probably have to replay it again just to get the muscle memory back. But, pretty much, when you die in Celeste, boop, you hit a spike, right back to the start. There is probably 0.20 milliseconds of downtime before you're right back at it. Which is an important thing.
That is brutal.
It's important. Because the game is tough. But the second you make a mistake, boom, you're back. And you go try it again. And so, compared to Hollow Knight, which I would argue is an equally hard... no, absolutely not. Hollow Knight is fucking baby blocks compared to Celeste, in my opinion. But, you know, when it comes to a game like that, where difficulty is clearly a thing, and it is clearly a difficult game for some people, and I would argue for myself, because, it took me a while to play. You need to respect the time it takes in between attempts. I cannot be, when you lose a boss fight in Hollow Knight, you are punished as opposed to beating it on your first try. Because every single subsequent attempt, you now have to deal with your stupid little fucking ghost thing that you have to kill to get your money back. Or A, it attacks you alongside the boss. It never spawns... it doesn't never spawn. It rarely spawns outside of the boss arena. Meaning before you can engage with the boss, you have to then trigger the boss, then beat your stupid little shadow ghost. Always, always, always pissed me off. And then I remember at the end of the game, I figured out that you could spend rancid eggs to, like, get your ghost back. I had no idea, and I was so disappointed.
Eggs?
Yeah, you know the like little rancid eggs that you could find?
I saw strawberries in that game.
No, I'm not talking about Celeste. I'm talking about Hollow Knight.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know the rancid eggs that you use to, like, take your ghost back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got to the point where I collected, like, 20 of them, because I was expecting them to be, like, like, those relics that you give to the guy for money. I thought I was going to find another NPC that, like, trades rancid eggs for some other kind of collectible. But no, I maybe used it, like, twice the entire game.
Yeah, they're kind of useless.
Yeah, it actually made me... It made me think to the point where I was like, I don't think I'm going to play Silksong. If it's just more of this, I might pass up.
I mean, I have the game, but it's just like, and I do appreciate my good friend Joey for getting me that game, but I'm just like,
well,
I'm not the biggest guy
made me
on
get
Hollow Knight. Oh, did it?
When it released,
See, what made me drop Hollow Knight?
What made you drop it?
Like, what made me drop Hollow Knight?
What made you drop Hollow Knight
altogether? So I beat the game, and I had a friend of mine just press me on this idea. So, like, after you beat the game, there's, like, this boss rush mode called Pantheon. And it has, like, 5 separate stages, right? And it's really fucking tough, because if you die, you have to start, like, the boss rush all over again.
For sure. That's classic, though.
Classic, yeah. And I was stuck at Pantheon 3, and I had so many games in mind and so much other shit. I'm like, I can't, man. I threw in the towel.
I would not say you dropped it.
What else would you say if it's not dropping then?
Hollow Knight, right?
Yeah, Hollow Knight, yeah.
Yeah, so you beat the game and then you did an extra thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not dropping it. You can't drop a game that you saw the credits of.
True.
For sure.
But it's just like, it just haunts me. It's like, oh man.
No, by that logic, I dropped Kingdom Hearts 2. Because I thought the Sephiroth boss fight was just too hard, and I just didn't have the understanding of Kingdom Hearts and its mechanics enough to truly train and level up enough to beat it. I didn't even know you had to fucking level up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I never played Kingdom Hearts. I also never played Metal Gear.
Definitely worth your time.
Man,
Metal Gear is insane, though. I think I just assume most of my friends have played Metal Gear at this point online. Because I live in a very highly curated bubble.
No. You do. And then you meet someone like Aoful who's just never watched Futurama or BoJack Horseman. Or, of course, that show they mentioned earlier.
Dude, I'm telling you. South Park is worth watching at some point. They hit, like... I think the usual thing you can do is, especially with old animated shows where like, unless you're really into it and you don't mind kind of going past some of the artifacts of the era, you can skip to like
Mm.
season 3 of a sitcom because they don't have overarching plots usually. And if they do, you pick up on them really quickly. Like every Disney Channel sitcom from when we were kids basically starts the same way, where thing happens, commercial break. Immediately, the first thing any character says after the commercial break is, "I can't believe," and then explains the entire plot. So, like,
Not
if
gonna
there was
like.
a fucking yeah,
I have watched so few sitcoms, but like, okay, so the big two, because I remember my parents watching them when I was growing up. They really liked them. Was Full House and Friends,
oh,
right?
classy.
I didn't really give a fuck about them. Yeah, classy. For me, it was when I was in 10th grade and I was just having a really fucking hard time, like trying to get into any TV shows. But the one that stood out to me, and the one that was just really fucking good, is How I Met Your Mother. I went through the entire
Oh,
thing,
I'm
and I do not
so
regret it.
sorry.
What do you mean? It's amazing. It's great.
Oh, really? You didn't mind? You didn't mind the whole thing?
Yeah, that.
Specifically the
Yeah, I
dismount?
think it's one of the dismount.
You know, the finale?
I thought they could have had a better closure for Ted and Robin, but
That is one of my sister's favorite sitcoms, to my knowledge. My older sister loved How I Met Your Mother.
fucking based.
She did a rewatch of it with her.
I think it's better than Friends. Yeah, I actually think it's better than Friends. Like, I know Friends is a classic.
I
and
know
it's
all
really
of those are good, but for me personally, nothing will ever beat Community.
Community?
Community is the best TV show ever. The official John Chair's media docket is the best sitcom I've ever seen is Community. The best cartoon I've ever watched is Venture Brothers. The best movie I've ever seen, or my top 3 movies at least, are The Night is Young, Walk On Girl, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and Joe Dirt. And my top 4 animes are Space Dandy, Lupin the Third, Dr. Stone, and Great Teacher Onizuka.
Never heard or never watched any of these.
Don't worry, that's
To be
because
quite
I'm
frank with you.
such a fucking loser niche dork that I perpetually aged myself in like the 30s. I am.
You're not 30, are
I
you?
am, no, I am. I am a beautiful 22-year-old boy. Unfortunately,
Dude,
I mean, you
look
met
older
me.
than
You met me back.
What the fuck?
I'm older than you.
No, you look older than me.
Oh, I was
but,
about to say,
in
no,
reality,
I'm
you're
not.
actually younger.
Yeah, I'm younger than you by far. How old are you again? You're like 24, 25?
No, I'm 27.
Oh, that was my second guess. There's a
Dude, I
very
got
big
unk
difference
stats. Holy
between
shit.
no, there's a huge difference between 24 and 27, but like not in the way you would
There is.
think. Like they can look
Like
the exact
a
same.
mental gap?
Yeah, it's like you flip a switch and you flip a switch one day and you become the 27-year-old. I've
is
known
true.
quite a few in my life, and they all have this. They all have a very 27-year-old thing about them. Ay. So wait, if you've never played a Metal Gear game, what games are you playing? Soulsborns, right?
Mainly those, I would say, like, during COVID, I got into them. I really liked them. Because I remember starting Dark Souls 1. Actually, no, that's not even true. So my first experience was Dark Souls 2 back when I had my Xbox 360. That was like in, I want to say 2015. I really liked it. And then I got back into them, I want to say in like 2019, 2020, like around Elden Ring launching. And I beat, what's it called, Dark Souls 3. Really loved it. Elden Ring came out, and I recently got fired. And I was like, man, I just sunk.
Ooh. What did you do
I
for
think
work?
first playthrough, I sunk over 200 hours. I used to be in a call center way back then. and then
How old
I
were
really
you
liked
working at
Elden
that
Ring, so I
call
just played
center?
Dark Souls.
I'm so sorry
I was
to
18 when I was there.
interrupt you
Nah,
during
you're fine.
the Souls thing. You worked at a call center when you were 18?
I did. It was not a good time.
Oh my god, can you tell me about that? Would you tell me about that? Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
sure.
man.
What do you want to know?
Everything. What was the worst experience? Start from the bottom, go up.
Worst experience? Start from the bottom, go up. I would say the worst experience is most customers are just like they're stupid, but that's fine because most people that just buy a fuck ton of shit from China are just stupid. But that's besides the point.
So like what
They will place an order,
were
right?
how much can
and
you
they
like say of like what you actually like did though? Like what were you calling, you're going like, blah 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 industries, is your car's extended warranty, blah blah blah?
No, it was e-commerce. That was like the line that I was on. It was like
Oh.
people would order. Yeah, it was like shopping. Like, but think of Amazon, right? It's just a different company.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so most of the customers were just like the main demographic was just females. It was mainly like bored housewives ordering a bunch of stuff. And
Oh, so that's how you got all your
Yeah,
experience
I
talking
have
to the ladies.
Probably, but also probably why I'm balding at a pretty young age.
Oh god, yeah,
You know,
that
that
stress
that
must
definitely
fucking
played a
drive you
role.
insane.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. You don't even know half of it, dude.
No, I really can't. I empathize so hard with that.
Oh, yeah, I did that for 4 years for a living. That was fun. Not really,
Dang.
smile. Yeah, I know. But yeah, Souls games really just suck out to me. Like, when you understand them, they humble you. And
Yeah, working at a call center for
and I
4
was
years
like,
really made you start seeking out a soul.
just dead inside, dude. I want to feel something, dude. What is the meaning of life? It's all nothing. Ah!
I'm sorry.
Dude,
Oh,
okay.
so that was your pandemic
Back
game.
in the
then?
dark ages.
That was your pandemic game.
Pandemic. So like, I worked at home. At the end of the pandemic, they just laid a bunch of us off.
Oh,
But pandemic, it was a mix and match of both mainly Souls games, but also Destiny. Because like I got into Destiny back when it launched, or around its launch, like 2014.
yeah.
And I made most of my friends playing Destiny, right? So like, think of people that played like old school RuneScape or like World of Warcraft, like way back in like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Destiny was my World of Warcraft because I never got to experience like WoW or RuneScape or fucking Dota or any of those games.
Oof.
So I really got into it, and I prior to that, like I just never had a Bungie experience, and I forgot how great of a studio Bungie is, right? Regardless if you think shooters are boring or not.
No, I mean I don't.
Bungie
think
was
that.
like,
I think that's
What, you
that's
don't
way
think
too
that,
generalized of a statement, I would say. I don't think there's one bad
what, Bungie
genre
being-
of a video game. Even visual novels. I think there's good things in everything.
oh yeah,
Like the Halo
dude,
series
dude.
the Halo series is the equivalent of royalty to the shooter genre. Whereas I would say Call of Duty is more a plague.
That is also true. So like I didn't think I would enjoy visual novels, but to be fair, like Persona is practically just a visual novel disguised as a JRPG. Because like I went through Royal, and I didn't think I would enjoy Portable that much.
Okay,
but I
well,
did.
all right, hold on,
then it went
hold
through-
on, tough guy. Persona 5 is not a visual novel. That is a hard
mean,
stop JRPG. No, hard stop JRPG.
I mean, the presentation, you would say Portable is more of a visual novel than Royal is, but I still think there's an element of truth to that, right? A true visual novel is Doki, and I actually went through that game, I think, like last week.
Yeah,
Fucking
100%.
insane. I did not think I was gonna like Doki Doki that much, but it is actually so.
Did you
fucking
get to
good.
go through it like blind?
I did.
In like
No, but And on
Really?
Twitch. I know, it's fucking crazy.
I played that game when it came out. Holy fuck. That's a crazy experience.
Like, dude, that game is a bombshell. It is. It really is. And like trying to go through a game like Undertale or Doki and not have some random shatter spoil like most of the game for you is kind of nuts.
Yeah. What year was this?
Doki?
Yeah.
I think it came out in like 2015.
Oh, no. What year did you play it? Trust me, I was like 14 when that game came out. That was like prime Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Unironically, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. So the last Doki VOD is about to get deleted unless I download it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's actually just up there. I also went through... Oh, this is more of an FMV game. It's not really a visual novel. It's a Korean Gooner game called Five Hearts Under One Roof.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Yeah,
look it up. It's really funny.
Wait, hold on.
It's actually kind of good.
Awful?
Yes?
Have you ever heard of Come On Fantasy Baby?
No, what is that?
I think that's a very similar game to what you're explaining. Those FMV kind of Gooner games. It's like softcore, softcore Steam visual novel kind of games.
Oh my god, yes, it is exactly like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very similar to what you just said.
Legally, I can't talk about it right now, but hey, I'll see you in like a month.
Am I gonna get permits for playing that game?
Well, actually, you can't play it because it got delisted off Steam. I actually bought it on Steam as a joke to like stream it. Because I was literally just bored one day and I wanted to spend $8 on some random like Gooner trash to stream because I thought it'd be funny. I got way more than I was looking for. And that game was really hard to play on stream. I got way more than I was looking for. But apparently, after looking up on a wiki, the game was delisted. So you can't even get it on Steam anymore because it was too sexualized.
Funny thing is, like, there's so much fucking sex games on fucking Steam, so why would they delist something like that? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way. By the way, have you ever played Sex with Hitler?
I've heard of it, but I never played it, no. I also heard about Obama Run. My friend's like, dude, you gotta...
Obama Run, Hentai versus Furries? Who the hell has Hentai versus Furries on their Steam?
I heard about that one.
Emmerich! Classic video. Oh, wait a minute. Are you even... I wonder if you're even into this. Have you heard the news about Pokemon?
I have a few Pokemon cards, but I never personally played any Pokemon game.
Really? Okay, so you don't give a fuck at all about Pokemon Day, all that stuff either. I think this will have happened after this podcast gets uploaded, but before I tell you about the mass terrorist event that we're planning, I'm actually gonna go cut to an ad. That way the federal agents watching this video have to sit through an ad before they find out my part in a large terrorist organization.
Let's fucking go, dude. Ad break.
Well. Look, it's you again. And look, it's me again. And look, this podcast is sponsored by Mana Potion Coffee. Mana Potion Coffee is a USDA organic fair trade coffee brand that serves you all your favorite D&D inspired coffee brews. From dark roasts to light roasts to medium roasts to no roasts at all. Which is the legal term for decaf. Mana Potion Coffee has all your dungeony, caffeine-y needs. Feel free to check out our wide arrays of teas as well, from peach Earl Grey, chocolate Earl Grey, green jasmine, to I think that's it. Don't be afraid to try out our drink mixes too. Our Tavern Crisp will get you in the mood for cider in March. Don't be afraid to check out Mana Potion Tabletop's collection of John Chair's merchandise as well. You can get yourself a John Chair sticker pack for just $2. And you can always get yourself a John Chair's Chairman's Building poster, an extreme high quality 11 by 17 art print of your favorite streamer and his silly little building with all his silly little stool boys. Feel free to point out all the Easter eggs and soy jack at your favorite references. Okay, I'm starting to come down. This video is sponsored by Mana Potion Tabletop. Woo! Go to manapotioncoffee.com for more information and use code JOEY, Joey, for your 15% off your first bag of coffee.
Barely heard that. It's fine. Sorry, I like soda a bit too much. Maybe.
You're good. I love Dr. Pepper.
Dude, you are so fucking based. Have my kids. Yes. Dr. Pepper is the best, man. Dude. I glaze Dr. Pepper every time somebody mentions something about sodas.
Don't even get me started. Dr. Pepper. So my best friend Johnny is pretty. He takes good care of his body, I would say. And so because of that, I love to cook. I love to do all this stuff. Usually that'll mean I'll come back to my place and he'll be like, "Man, I'm kind of hungry. Do you have an avocado I could eat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure." So whenever we would go out, he would always get like the zero sugar drinks. And because of that,
I don't fuck with them.
Well, because of that, anytime that's my best friend we're talking about. I wanna create an inclusive space for that gentleman, because that man is the light of my life, right? And so I started to buy zero sugar sodas so that he could have like a drink at my fucking place that wasn't just water. Gotcha. And so because of that, I had a holiday party. I bought a pack of like Dr. Pepper cream soda. And after the party, I had a lot of Dr. Pepper left. And so I actually developed a taste for the zero sugar Dr. Pepper because of it. I actually think zero sugar Dr. Pepper is kind of better than like normal tasting.
I never tried zero sugar Dr. Pepper, so I can't like.
No, well,
I can't be too harsh on it.
I feel like the zero sugar taste in and of itself is its own flavor. It was pretty baller, I won't lie. But so this is actually going to happen before, or this is going to come out after the video, or this is something that's going to like have happened after this video gets uploaded. But so I have a pretty busy week this week, and
ooh.
Yeah, so I'm actually a journalist right now. I'm actually a media journalist. I'm a media journalist right now, because I'm in an internship.
Oh my god, W.
Yeah, it's super fun. But it's like a relatively like legacy media company. So this week, I hate to break the news to you because by the time this podcast comes out, this is old news. But Mr. Clean is retiring.
No, dude, you can't do this. No.
Mr. Clean is retiring, and ... I was invited to the announcement. They're doing a press event. They're doing like a marketing thing for Mr. Clean's retirement in New York, in the city.
Oh.
And so as a part of my internship, I was on like a Zoom call, and we were just telling everyone, they're like, "Hey Joey, what are you up to?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm recording this. I'm interested in this story. Here's something that's happening that I'm going to go to, blah blah blah." And he was like, "Yeah, I love that. There's always some fun weird stuff. I just updated the pitch deck. So actually, if you saw, Mr. Clean is retiring." And I said, "What?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Mr. Clean's retiring apparently, and we're that we were invited to the event, and I was like, "Can I go?" He was like, "Yeah, there's gonna be Uber codes and everything." Which I'm hoping Uber codes just means I get to put in a code in the Uber app and get a free ride to the event.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm literally more excited about the fucking Mr. Clean retirement than I am for the fucking the Writer Guild Award red carpet. I'm more excited to see Mr. Clean than I am to see Don Cheadle on the red carpet. What's wrong with me? A good marketing campaign will really fuck up your values. Yeah, so the terrorist plot that I'm a part of, are you familiar with March 10th?
No.
March 10th is a very important day. Do you know what happens? Do you know what letter the letter 1, or do you know what letter the number 1 looks like?
It looks like an I.
Do you know what an O looks like?
Like a 0?
What are the first 3 letters of March?
Mar?
Put it all together.
M-A-R.
Put it all together, Pookie.
Mar?
Where are you getting a second Mar from? M-A-R-I-O.
Oh, Mario?
Fucking idiot.
Mario?
Yeah, March 10th is Mario Day. And there's a GameStop in Manhattan.
Oh.
On March 10th, there's a GameStop that's going to attempt to break the world record for the most amount of people dressed up like Mario in one place. And I'm very excited. And I'm going to be going to that, and I'm going to be...
You're going to dress up like...
So, unfortunately, my overalls and my, like, red shirt and everything are all at my parents' house. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get it in time. So I think I'm just going to have to buy something on Amazon and return it the next day, which I'm pretty bummed about because I hate doing that. I think it's a pain in the ass. But, so I'm going to be within a crowd of like 100 fucking Marios. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be like Mario 128 all over again. So I think I'm going to record that for my internship, but I think I'm going to take that footage and I'm going to have to like actually make something out of it for the second channel because that just seems like a really fun experience.
That does sound pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, so like because of my internship, I'm doing a bunch of like random literally the best way I can explain this internship is GTA Strangers and Freaks missions.
So you're just taking side quests from random people?
Absolutely. This entire internship is just like side quests in New York City. Fucking 1 week I'm doing the Mr. Clean retirement. 1 week I'm spending a day with fucking 107-year-old woman and her granddaughter. The next I'm going to like a fucking a book press event. I'm going to the Writer Guild's Awards. I'm going to interview this fucking old homeless guy that's been in like 200 movies. I've been all over the place so far. It's been nuts.
Dude, that sounds so fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, well, it's getting me out of the apartment, which is great because I don't know about you. I assume you make a little bit more than Twitch. I assume you make a little bit more from Twitch than me.
It used to be that way, but
yeah, like
I want to say like so like but the payout average would be anywhere between 50 to 100. But
yeah, that happens.
It would, yeah, but the main revenue would be not from ads or anything. It would be from like say, like 5 dedicated viewers, right? And the rest would be from other people. But you can't really rely on, so you can't really rely on that or rely on random things happening on Twitch. They're nice when they happen, right? But it's
dude, it's so weird because I've had multiple occurrences where I'll have somebody raid into me with 33 viewers and nothing happens. Not a single one of them types up in chat. And slowly it just goes from like 33 to like 2. And it's happened like twice now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I genuinely, I think it's like a bug. Because I don't think it's real when it happens. Because I can't imagine 40 human beings, none of them typing a single word on their keyboard.
Could be your internet, because I know, like, I don't know if you still have internet issues, right?
I mean, no.
Yeah, like
so where I am right now...
disconnect.
Yeah, so that was way back in the day when I used the PC that was only connected to Wi-Fi. It was the early day, ladies and gentlemen. For those that aren't aware of my relationship with this lovely man, so you are one of the. I say this in the second half of the podcast. You are one of the original kind of people that found me when I played my first game I ever streamed was Persona 3 Fez, and you raided into me during that. So you've actually known me pretty much since I started streaming. And back then, even now to this day, because I still use that PC to stream, it has connectivity issues. The Wi-Fi at my parents' house is just really, or the internet at my parents' house is just bad. They don't pay for good internet because they don't need good internet. It does just enough. We live in the boondocks, so we've never really, as opposed to this apartment I'm in now, where I live in, fucking New York City, and I specifically. We had the people that installed the router for this apartment install it next to my PC, which, is in the living room. So I'm connected directly to an Ethernet cable in a living room that's right there. So it's a lot better here than it will ever be back at my parents' place, unfortunately. But even then, I actually did move to... I have a second mini PC now that I stream off of, compared to the one in my bedroom. I have one PC in the game room, as I like to call it, where I have all my consoles and stuff. And it's just really convenient there. So
yeah, sometimes I ask myself, right? Because I stream from my living room, so my setup is literally the sofa.
Yeah, you get it. I stream from my living room.
Xbox. Yeah, so because I just use the bedroom to sleep in, but my setup is in the living room, which I don't know if people find it awkward, because I see other streamers that use cameras. They all have this fucking A+ setup. They have a desk going on. They have this gaming chair. They got their fucking XLR mixers and stuff. I'm like,
well, I have that.
Okay,
I have my DSLR camera. I have my mixer. I have my microphone. Whatever this is. This is
one of those microphones of all time.
Yeah, this is an AT2020 Audio Technica. It's a cardioid, so it's getting everything instead of just one. It's just me. It's more of an Omni mic, which means it's getting every sound, as opposed to just kind of if a cardioid mic is just a pistol or a rifle, an omnidirectional is a shotgun. So it's blasting out, it's getting everything. Which is why, unless editing Joey went through the effort of going through some pretty heavy audio editing, you probably hear birds right now in the podcast. That's because it's 11:18 right now. I have the window open. I really should have closed it. I just can't be bothered to. I really should, but I can't help it. It's just nice outside.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, you probably heard luckily no vacuum cleaner today, but you probably heard a few plates or a few things here and there, like the TV in the background, but that's normal because I'm in the living room, so...
Oh, no.
It's probably... Yeah, so, it's just mom just fucking hanging around. I'm like, do we have to clean the floor now? I'm doing a podcast with my friend Joey LaBelle, the eccentric voice actor. Can we not clean the house today?
Oh, well, it happens.
It happens. It's fine.
Yeah, I have I have birds. I have my roommate closing the door in the background. I have the radiator that'll go off. Everything that can go wrong will always go wrong. That's life. That's what all the people say.
That is life.
You're riding high in April and you're shot down in May.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's how shit be. That's how shit be. I I have a good question.
Mm.
Would you say Adventure Time is your favorite?
Okay, you're gonna really fucking hate me, and I mean, you're really gonna hate me.
I don't
Growing
know.
up,
It depends.
my younger brother really loved watching it. Like we would fight over the TV remote because I wanted to watch The Simpsons or something,
Yeah.
and he wanted to watch Adventure Time. But you know, like okay, so I'm the just to give you context, right? I'm the middle. I'm the middle child. So I don't know if you have. I
Really?
don't know how
You
many
have there's
siblings
an
you
there's
have.
an older awful?
Yeah, there's an older awful and there's a younger awful. So the younger ones are always like the spoiled ones, and like the older ones are like kind of spoiled, but not as much as the younger ones. And then the middle child is like, yeah, you just exist, you know. So like,
Hey,
I like,
I have a middle child myself. That's my older sister.
oh shit, I'm assuming she gets the shit under the stick.
Well,
Oh man.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I have 4 siblings. So can you really have a middle sibling when there's 4 of them? For us,
That's a tough one,
we
right?
consider it the for us we consider it my second oldest sister. So it's me, my sister that's 2 years older than me, my sister that's 8 years older than me, and then my sister that's 10 years older than me. And so the middle child is actually not the one that's 2 years older than me, but the one that's 8 years older than me.
So she gets the shit under the stick.
She has middle kid energy, as the family ordains it. She's also the only family member, to my knowledge, in the history of my family, that my mom got the wrong age for the birthday card for.
Oh my god.
It's not
no.
even as good as you think it is. Or it's not even as it's worse than you think. Because
Is it like off by a day?
No, she didn't get it like she didn't get her like a happy 7th on her 8th birthday. She got her like a happy 22nd birthday on her like 29th. So my family laughed their ass off. Yeah, on like her 29th birthday, my mom got her like a happy 25th or something, and just did not notice until my sister Nicole opens the card. She goes, "What?" She goes, "Mom, what?" And we all lost our shit. And I was like, "Oh God, no! I'm so sorry."
Oh, that is hilarious.
So I mean, I think no matter how eccentric my oldest sister is, she does not have middle kid energy. Not as bad as my second oldest. Do you have anything like
Wow.
that?
I can't say that I do, no.
Really?
But yeah, for about Adventure Time. I hated it growing up just because I would always get into a fight with my younger sibling about watching cartoons. But we had one cartoon in common that we both really loved. It was called The Regular Show. It's like it had a
regular show.
what's it
Okay.
called?
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. So you're
It
in
had the
between shows,
raccoon in it?
regular show. Yeah, Mordecai and Rigby.
Yeah, Mordecai and Rigby. I loved that show so much. And Benson, the fucking gumball machine that just always he's angry at them because they're stupid. Oh yeah, that cartoon
This is
so
like listening
funny,
to fucking David Lynch explain SpongeBob SquarePants to somebody. Oh yes, and then there was
Yeah, he's a
the yellow
sponge.
one, and he's always so happy, and then the Squidward is so sad and so angry, and he faces life the hard way. Yes, and please no, go on. Mark Hamill's in that show. Did you know?
I did not know that.
Luke
actually.
Skywalker. He skips.
Luke Skywalker
He
is
skips.
in the regular show.
He skips.
Nah.
Mark
Stop
Hamill.
the cap.
Mark Hamill still is a prolific voice actor, specifically on Cartoon Network as well. He had hundreds of roles. I mean, he was the Joker.
Oh my god.
Mark Hamill was one of the best Jokers. He was the animated series Joker.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, of course I am. No, he was. I don't remember anyone else.
Shit.
I think J.G. Quintel himself was Mordecai, the showrunner. Which only works for J.J. Quintel and not Adventure Time, because if Pendleton Ward, the fucking grown man that he was, tried to do Finn, I think it wouldn't have just gotten picked up from Nickelodeon. I think Cartoon Network would have passed on it too. That being said, Pendleton Ward is one of the best people ever. Also did stuff. Pendleton Ward also did stuff for Psychonauts 2. You ever play Psychonauts? I think it's one of those games where recently I had a moment on stream where I was talking about games that are like really expensive that I wish I could play, but they're just so expensive and I could never get them. And it was like a bunch of games from Astrobot. Like
games inside the game?
No, like games.
Or you mean like mascot games?
Yeah, well, I guess even I'm fucking wrong. Yeah, no, I'm so happy to be proven wrong. But it's, you know, like Astrobot has a bunch of references to like obscure PlayStation games like Legend of Dragoon and like Tokyo Jungle and I'm forgetting the name of the other one. It's like Disaster Report or like Disaster Crew or something. And I love that kind of game. I love those like PS2, PS1 era, quirky, weird games. Even the PS3. Tokyo Jungle is a PS3 game. But it all relates basically to the death of Japan Studio. When Studio Japan or whatever it was called was basically dissolved from Sony's branch. All their fucking games went downhill, like immediately. Basically, any game that wasn't a fucking Santa Monica or what is it? Who are the people that made God of War Ragnarok and God of War 2016? Santa Monica.
Santa Monica Studios.
Yeah. Basically, any game that wasn't made by fucking Insomniac or Santa Monica or Naughty Dog, which all started to make very similar games, I will say, around the time. Japan Studio
Just
was the only
thrillers.
people. Yeah, they were the only people doing like really weird shit. And the second they poofed, we got a lot less variety in the Sony ticket. But Psychonauts, I'm actually so happy to say, Psychonauts, Legend of Dragoon, even like Chrono Cross, some of those games, I assumed, just like games like Wild Arms or Soccer Wars, that they were like $100, $200 PS2 games, PS1 games a pop. Could not have been more wrong.
What? Are they that rare?
No.
Is that
Psychonauts
on
2,
eBay?
right now, I'm looking at a copy of Psychonauts 2 complete in box, black label, for $32. Legend of Dragoon. And like I was telling people on my stream, and they were like, Joey, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, what? What? And then I looked, and I was like, oh my god, these games are all like $30 a pop. I got so happy. I still haven't bought them yet though, because I'm in a fun financial spot. I'm a student, obviously. I'm waiting for. So my internship is unpaid, but but my school offers an $1,000 stipend to anyone doing an unpaid internship. So it's 500 halfway through and 500 right at the end, as long as you do it, and you make it through to the end. So sometime around the half point of the semester would be March for me. March is midterm season, which means sometime this month I should be getting a random $500. So I think I'm going to spend bare minimum 200 of that on video games. which is unwise, but I haven't bought a video game in a while. So I deserve it.
Dude, same here.
And my credit card bill is really low right now. So I'm not in debt.
I mean, you're already better than most people if you don't have like credit card debt.
Well, I think the most credit card debt I've ever accumulated is like $500, like $600. And that's just because
That's reasonable.
Yeah, well, it's because I was paying off like $40 at a time, and it was like spring semester last year, or like winter. Yeah, it was like no, it was fall semester 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, fall semester like 24, and I didn't want to spend any more of my savings. I already spent $500 of my savings. I was new to the city. I was still doing growing pains kind of. And it got to the point where like, yeah, I needed to go out and buy groceries. I needed to go out and buy, a Subway ticket and all that stuff. The like the monthly Subway Metro card or whatever. And I was just like, you know what? Whatever. Let me pay like the minimum, which was like 40 at the time, which is bad for your credit apparently. Let me just do that little bit by little bit, and then when I get home from winter, I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna pay it off, and then I'll probably pocket like an extra $100, $200 to go into the spring semester. And that's exactly what I did. And that's usually how I stay. Is I saved up like $10,000 during my gap year. I graduated from community college in like 2023, I think. Yeah, 23. And I spent the entire year streaming and working. And so I pretty much just saved up $10,000, and that $10,000 went to living, paying rent, and paying my bills and stuff in my apartment that I live in now for like a little less than a year. All right, so I moved in August, and I've paid rent obviously every month until maybe around like what is it? I'm gonna stay here until like probably May, unless I find an actual job. You know?
I mean, this internship can turn into something long term, right? You just have to
Well,
see it
maybe
through.
you
And
can't
obviously,
plan for that though.
yeah, yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket and be like, okay, this has to work.
I mean, I
But
have put up like a few summer internships, but are you thinking of trying to kind of go back to school at any point?
I do. I just like right now, I need money more than anything, so I'm just
What would
capitalizing
you go
on
for if you
just
could?
making the most of. Uh, okay. Like I don't think any degree is useless. I just at the same time I don't want to follow the market. So
Yeah, I wouldn't go for computer science
like,
anymore.
eh,
I think that meta has
so
been
like
patched.
the thing is like the meta will always be like the medical field and engineering and law school, but I don't think that's for everybody. I don't,
You don't think that's
and
for
I
you?
don't know if I have the mental law maybe, but I feel like the world as a whole has enough lawyers and
No, it does not.
just,
100,000% no, it does not.
it does not.
Absolutely not. The world always needs more doctors and lawyers. Hundo Pacento.
Maybe law school. Maybe law school if I continue education and graduate, that would be my go-to probably.
I mean, legit though. Good on you for, you know. Yeah, obviously at the end of the day, we're all gonna make it, but it is really funny seeing the kind of people that I have on Twitch, and I will say, the one thing I've always wondered about you is
Mm.
I see him streaming for like 7 hours a day. How does he do it? And now I know. Unemployment.
What do you know that I don't? Oh my god, you got me there. Oh shit. You don't have friendly fire, dude. You don't have to call me out like that.
I'm jealous in a little bit though. I'm jealous because the problem is I've always been working even while I was streaming. The only time I don't work is when I'm in school. So even like now, I still only stream for like 3-ish hours a day because that's just all the time I have in between like taking care of the apartment, going to school, coming back from school. It's like an hour or something commute I have to my school. It's rough, but it's nice because it's just on the subway the entire time. You walk like 20 minutes subway, and then boom. So I really only have like the 3-ish hours, and then I have noise complaints from my neighbor.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
you're too
so
loud because you're streaming.
so my neighbor's a interesting fella, I'll say, and I ended up meeting him after like 3 noise complaints halfway into the year, just because I knocked on my door and I was like, "Hey, anything we can do?" And he was just like, "Yes, I can hear you every day. I can hear you all the time." And I was like, "Is there anything we can do?" And he's like, "Yes, be quiet." And I was like, "Yeah, that's not really helpful. We're not doing that." So the only thing I've really been able to do is I bought 2 acoustic blankets, 1 big green curtain, and a giant curtain rod, and I hung that up. So like even right now, directly like facing the TV and the computer, there is a big curtain that, like, pray tell, maybe blocks some sound, not all of it. I bet it does anything. I bet it does anything at all. But I also have to kind of hard cap stop myself at 11 now, which is a bit of a
Like
bummer.
11 dB.
11 p.m. So I'll stream from
Oh,
like 7, 6:30, 7:30 to like 10, 10:30, 11. And then I have to hard stop just because I can't go on any later. Otherwise, I risk getting another noise complaint from my stupid neighbor. So that's
I
like
can relate to that.
the exact amount of time that I have usually. And even then, yeah, it does get to the point where like all I want to do for a living is a job that sustains me just enough that I can comfortably make a YouTube video and live stream every day and just creatively fulfill myself. That's all I can really ask for these days.
That is the big dilemma, especially with small time content creators, right?
Yeah,
It's like you kind of want to make it out there, but like the odds are just all against you. It's like between your job and
I don't
school and everything else. It's
really see any success in my future for this stuff, but I love doing it.
the thing is you have love, you have skin in the game, and you have love for what you're doing,
Respectfully,
and you have a lot more creative.
the degree in communications and media arts was enough. There is no real competitive edge I get for having a media degree than, like, say, some random fucking I actually can't think of a random YouTuber off the top of my head that probably didn't go into this. I don't know, some random like finance bro
I
on
mean,
YouTube. Like
the
I
thing
will
is,
see
most of the
videos.
information is out there.
Yeah, I will see videos of somebody. Actually, I remember this so specifically. A video that really pissed me off because I liked it. I was so sad that I put a lot of effort into a video versus this one, which just hit better. It was some dude complaining about the Cheaters edition of Monopoly, where it was literally. He was just calling the microphone like this, and he was just talking about how fucking stupid the Monopoly competitive edition was. And it would literally just be like a JPEG every 5 seconds on the screen. It looked like you could make it in Windows Movie Maker, but goddamn, bigger video than I've ever made, and it was a funny video. I was like, damn. Sometimes I feel like I'm putting more effort in it than I'll get out of.
Yep.
Because it was
That-
it was a good video. It was
that's
a
another part of
fun
it is-
video.
You can put like insane edits and time and research, and the video will barely break even.
Yeah,
And
like
then you have
my
somebody
editor Matt.
JPEG spamming and being loud.
My editor Matt, incredible fucking dude. Makes crazy good shit. And I think his channel is like around like 300 right now. I think he had a recent video that like popped off. I'll have to show you it at some point. I think you'd get along. But yeah, it's just crazy. It It is. This is the true kind of democratization of media as opposed to a meritocracy. Not even in the sense that like if online content creation space was a true meritocracy, I would be anywhere in the top in the top like 500 million. But I don't even know if fucking I still watch TV on YouTube. All my podcast clips and stuff, I will watch it's a good example. I will watch Seth Meyers on YouTube. I will watch Jon Stewart on YouTube. I'll even watch some Stephen Colbert on YouTube. I just don't watch cable. John Oliver, whenever John Oliver uploads, I like cry happy cries. Happy tears. Happy tears.
Honestly, like for me, ever since the internet popped off and I just found out about YouTube, the TV just kind of died for me.
Yeah. I mean the most nostalgic thing I've done in recent times is I'll just randomly put on like I had a friend come over from upstate, and they came over. They were on a date with some random 35-year-old woman. They're 22. They lied and said they were 26. And I was just like, yeah, man, sure, do whatever the fuck you want. You know, thank you for the side plot. And he came over. We just got 2 bottles of soju, and we just sat there and we watched Scrubs. But we didn't watch Scrubs.
I love Scrubs.
We watched
Do you know they're remaking it?
I actually heard about that the day we played it. He just looked at my DVD shelf and he was like, "You have Scrubs on DVD?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I do. I have Scrubs seasons 1, 2, and 3 on awesome. DVD. I have never seen the show. I just assumed I would have a lot of free time to just fuck around and watch Scrubs on DVD. And then I started streaming in my dorm anyways, so. But what ended up happening was I just never picked up. I have so many DVDs of stuff I just haven't watched. He made me think I was the weird one for that. I refuse to think that's a weird thing. Do you? I mean, I guess maybe this doesn't work if you don't have DVDs.
Scrubs on DVD?
No, I own shows and movies I have not seen before on DVD.
I don't see the problem. Maybe
because I just assume one day I'll watch it. I just assume one day I'll want to watch it. And you know what? Yeah, we randomly popped in like
a game
disc 2 of fucking Scrubs season 3 or 2 or whatever. And we just sat there, drank, and watched it. And it was awesome.
Dude, Scrubs is so good.
Yeah, no, that's a really funny show.
Taking me back to the good old days.
That's a really funny show. It does just fucking Family Guy cutaways too. I didn't expect that.
Yep. There's another one. I don't know if you watched it back in the day called Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, come on. Give your old pal more credit than that. Yeah, I love Everybody Loves Chris. Everybody Hates Chris. I can't remember what came first.
I mean,
no, Everybody Loves Raymond came first. And then Everybody Hates Chris was kind of a parody of that, but through the narrative lens of Chris Rock's life story.
I did not know about Raymond, though.
But you knew about Chris Rock, right?
Yeah, about Chris Rock, yeah.
Yeah, that's his life story in sitcom form. I don't think it was based off a book. I think it was. No? I don't know. What do I have on DVD right now? I have
not sure.
all of Samurai Jack. Never watched it yet. I have the Adult Swim box set that comes with season 5. Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. I maybe watched like a few seasons of that back in the day, and then I stopped because I just got preoccupied. I have a bunch of Lupin the Third movies that I haven't gotten around to because there's like fucking 50,000 Lupin movies. I have the DVD for Afro Samurai. I have Ichi the Killer. The only show that I have genuinely start to finish watched on DVD, like I randomly bought it on DVD, because I saw like a TikTok edit or something of it, and then bought both season 1 and 2 DVDs that day, and then sat down, blew through all of it. Was great teacher Onizuka. I have done rewatches of Space Dandy where I've used the Blu-ray. I've seen Golden Boy, and then I bought the Blu-ray, I bought the DVD for it, and then I just watched the DVD over and over and over again. But one of these days I'm gonna get around to the big ones, like Golden Time Lover, I think it's called. Bo. You ever heard of that one?
That is an actual name for a no, that sounds
Yeah,
like...
you never heard of Bo?
No, I can't say that I do.
It's a gag shonen. The only show that I wish I could get a DVD box set for was Gintama, which is a classic, one of my favorites. I would say it's my top 5, but I haven't finished it yet. So, you never heard of Gintama? Classic animes. How much have you been watching lately?
Honestly, not a lot. Like, I really like what anime I kind of want to watch. Like the last anime that I dropped and I didn't continue watching is Demon Slayer.
Yeah, oh
I really want to watch Evangelion New Genesis. I want to watch Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Yes.
Evangelion.
Is it Evangelion or Gellion?
Neon Genesis Evangelion. Hold on.
That's the one.
No. Hold on. Let me lock in real quick.
Lock in. And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
How do you pronounce Neon Genesis Evangelion?
How do you pronounce Neon Genesis Evangelion?
All right.
Looking at how to pronounce these names, as well as how to say more interesting names.
Oh, I don't trust this man.
Anime and manga series.
Oh, I don't like this guy.
Stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay.
Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, apparently it's on Netflix.
Yeah, of course it's on Netflix. Netflix owns the right to it right now. I also watched Cowboy Bebop on DVD. Or Blu-ray. I have the Blu-ray of Cowboy Bebop. I have the movie, and I also watched Haruhi Suzumiya, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya on Blu-ray. I sat through all 8 episodes of the Endless 8. Comment down below if you also watched the Endless 8, all of it, or if you think I'm a fucking psychopath for doing that. In my defense, chat, for anybody in the comments, if any at all, I didn't know. I didn't check the back of the box, and by like the 3rd episode, I just assumed every episode would be different. And at one of these points, I fell for the end of every episode where he was like just about to do it, and they didn't. And I didn't check the back of the box to look at the episode lists until like 6, so I was already at the downway point.
Damn.
It happens.
Outside of that, there was another anime. It was Unicorn. It was Gundam.
Oh, you fancy yourself a
Gundam
Gundam man?
Stuff. I'm not like
You build?
I do like me some mechs. I wish I dude. It's an expensive hobby. I was looking
Gundam?
them up on Amazon. I was planning to buy some. Yeah.
Gundam is not an expensive hobby in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I know that like to anyone listening that sounds fucking insane, but if you want to get started on Gundam, you need to start low. You can't just go
How low?
straight to a fucking master grade. Do some high grade bullshit. Like a decent RX-78 build will net you like fucking $20, and it's a good like toe dipper into it, just to make sure you fuck with it, you know.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound too bad.
So like I don't know exactly what you're doing, or I don't know exactly like how much it is where you are. I worked at a Japanese toy store for 5 years, so I was always within a stone's toss of it, respectfully. But I think the best way to put this is a decent starter kit is like less than $20, And most of the fun high grades that I have were like 26, less than $30, which, in my opinion, I think about it in respect of Legos. I think about it versus like how much or how less Legos cost.
I mean, Legos I used to fuck with a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, of course, but now they're fucking expensive.
But yeah.
Cruel.
I don't know, right now, like I don't wanna just be how do I say this a hobby, like, because something that I hate about people that pick up hobbies is they just abandon that hobby. Like they put X amount of money and they're like, all right, I'm done with you. So
I mean,
I'll tell you what, because like I got books, right, and I still need to finish like 3 books out there.
oh God.
And I'm like, I don't want to finish them, or like, I don't want to buy more books until I finish these books. And it's the same thing that I have. It's like, I kind of don't want to buy more games if I already have games that I haven't finished.
Oh,
Right.
I beg to differ. I'm too far gone at this point. In my collection of like
How bad is
300 something games I own on the shelf right now, maybe 100 or so of them are unplayed.
Holy shit.
100%. 100%. I actually started to go through the effort of checking my game collection app that I keep. 317 entries I have apparently. Of apparently I cataloged my 317 physical games. And out of the ones I've even put in the disc, if I was to refine it, let's say refine, clear all filters, filter by play status. Let's do not played, want to play, and dropped and paused. It's a really cool app that it even lets you do that. Out of the games that I have touched with a 10-foot pole, let's see if I just do a quick skim of this. Custom Robo, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Silver Case 2425, Sonic Riders, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Kingdom Hearts All-in-One, Geist, Astral Chain, Metal Arms, Glitch in the System, Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings, Metaphor Refantasio, Battalion Wars, Death Stranding Director's Cut, not to be confused with Death Stranding, which I have beaten, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus, Eastward, Binary Domain, Final Fantasy VII, what is it, Rebirth? Is Rebirth the sequel, or is whatever part 2 of the remake is? I just didn't... Rebirth and Return. I think Return is the second one.
On about FF7?
Yeah, the remake of Final Fantasy VII. That bloated mess.
I'm not.
Deathmark,
Fuck
Small
me,
Soldiers
I
for the
wouldn't know.
PS1, Shenmue 1 and 2, Mad World, We Love Calamari, Dragon Quest 8, Pac-Man World 2, Leisure Suit Larry, Box Office Bust, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, Yoshi's Woolly World, Eurokill, the Calumination Game, Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, Fairy Tale Fights, Devil May Cry HD Collection, Nier, Warriors Orochi, Detroit Become Human, Brutal Legend, Doom Eternal, Infamous, Phantom Brave, Vice City.
Infamous is a name I haven't. Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while, right? Escape from Monkey Island for the PS2. Final Fantasy X, Lego Star Wars, Zack and Wiki, Quest for Barbaro's Treasure, South Park The Fractured Butthole, Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Prince of Persia The Sands of Time, Kotodama The Seven Mysteries of Fujihara, I think. SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots for the Wii, Lego Marvel Superheroes 24, The Game, Dead Rising 2, SpongeBob SquarePants Feat Nicktoons in Globs of Doom, Lego Batman 3, Beyond Gotham, Zombie U, Grand Theft Auto 3, Skylanders Skyros Adventure for the Wii, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. That is a list of, not counting like random games like Disney's Sing It or fucking Disney Infinity or Big Brain Academy or, you know, Virtua Fighter or, you know, NASCAR Thunder 2004, shit like that. Not counting games that, like, you know, simulator games that you can pick up and play and don't have like a definitive start to finish. That is the list of games in my collection that I have either dropped, never played but never finished, etc.
Out of all of these, you just remind me of a game that has sparked a fucking core memory.
Infamous?
But it's not Virtua Fight. No, not Infamous. Virtua, not Fighter. I remember, like, when me and older bro come back from school, there was this rail shooter game called Virtua Cop 2.
Oh.
We would both, like, share the keyboards and play the game on the family PC.
Oh.
Like, there was so many Virtua games back in the day from the Sega era, back when, you know, the Dreamcast was the thing.
Yeah,
And,
I get you.
Yeah, Virtua Cop and Time Crisis and House of the Dead. Man, that was so much fucking... Like, we would just go to the arcade. I would just spend all my money playing Sega games like Crazy Taxi and shit.
Yeah, I mean, those just...
Fuck.
You're just so good. It's been
The
so
golden
long.
days, man.
Yeah, Sega really knew what they were
Dude.
doing until they didn't.
Yeah.
You can't even really. I
Make
don't
Sega
even know how to
great
say
again.
this. I don't even know how to say it. Yeah, it's like, Yakuza's gone to shit. Sonic has always been one leg broken at a time since fucking. I want to say since like Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06 even maybe if you want to be that way.
On the subject of Sonic, I think one of my shatters the other day was talking about... We were talking about Sega, and I think they're remaking the originals, but they're removing most of the content from it, because...
You're talking about Yakuza Kiwami 3, where they hired a sex offender for a likeness actor to replace an old likeness actor. Took out original character designs to replace with likeness actors, then removed a crap ton of the content from Yakuza 3, including, and obviously this is slightly in poor taste, including one of the openly trans sub-stories where Kiryu meets a trans woman, and generally handled it like a PR nightmare, which... to my knowledge, has led it to be... I mean, I boycotted it. I'm boycotting it currently, I would say. I don't even know if it's going to be... I don't even know if I'm going to pick it up used. But, or going forward, how I'm going to support the Yakuza franchise. But it was very bad. It was very poorly handled. Because of that, and a myriad of reasons, I will say, another myriad of reasons, the game's just kind of dog shit. From what I heard. It was one of the worst performing games on Steam, all things considered. I don't know how it's changed now, but like in its first like 24 hours, I think it didn't even reach the peak of like Yakuza Ishin, which I actually liked Ishin. I know everyone else kind of didn't like it, but that's neither here nor there.
Like a Dragon?
Yeah. Yakuza 3, Like a Dragon,
I don't-
Ishin are now two of the worst performing games on Steam. But Like a Dragon Ishin, I thought was a fucking baller game.
Is there a way that I could still get the originals? Because I don't want to play the new mess.
I would say yes. I'm lucky enough that I didn't own the game on Steam. I don't really think that's lucky anymore. I think, you know, there is a certain merit to owning games on PC and physically. I definitely do that with a few of my games. I own Yakuza 0 on both the PS4 and on... the original Yakuza 0, which I don't believe you can get the original Yakuza 0 anymore unless you get the bloated director's cut, which has a bunch of really bad retcons in it for some reason. Recently, they've been retconning a lot of the old Yakuza games in a way that's stupid, and I think is abysmal and embarrassing. But either way, the whole series is being handled like a mess right now, which is just heartbreaking to see. Ironically, Yakuza really did change my opinion of Sega as a company, where I was like, you know what, maybe everything that's going wrong with Sonic isn't a Sega problem. Maybe it's just a Sonic Team problem. Whereas now I kind of look at, well, absolutely. I mean, you know, you can't just simplify it like that. But either way, to kind of like wrap up today's episode, I think I now see it more as like, I love Sega. I love Sega in many ways more passionately than I do Nintendo. I would say I love Sega more than
100%.
Sony, at least. You have to be a Sega fan. Being a Nintendo fan is easy. You have to really be a Sega fan. You have to fight. You have to advocate for these fucking series. Because they're easy to hate. Rightfully so. You know, I'm playing Sonic Heroes recently, and it's a jank fest. But
I know. That's like, I feel like a piece of shit because most of the times I just drop a lurk, but I never hang out. But it's like it will usually be like post stream or post work because I finish work at like 4 p.m. ET, and I'm just like tired as fuck.
I have never in my life truly understood a streamer that can raid into another streamer and stay in chat. I thought the insinuation was I raid into you and then disappear because I'm tired and I want to go fucking make a sandwich.
90% of the times is they go make a sandwich or
is.
just go lay down.
Or just done. I'm off the computer for the day. Like I raided into a random person once and they were like, well, thank you for the raid and fade. And I was like, what? First of all, that's an adorable thing to say. That's a very fun term. I kind of like it. But excuse me.
It is, yeah.
I'm not staying to watch you. I can't. I was just sitting on my ass for 3 hours. God, I can only imagine someone like you that does it for like 6 or 7.
Yeah. The real unemployment was like when it was 18 hours or something.
The real
crazy.
unemployment were the friends we made along the way. I used to do that too, though. I used to stream for like fucking 6 hours a day. That was back when I just
No.
You know, back when I could just turn it up on on Twitch and I just go and go and go and go and go.
Double digits, Joey. Double digits.
I don't think I think I've only ever made it to like 10.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, 10 is pretty high.
Maybe. I doubt it. It's been so long I couldn't even tell you.
I think 3 hours is actually pretty healthy. I think that's the standard for most streamers.
3 hours every day is all I really can do, and I think because of that, I've just been like this for so long that now, back when I'm in like a more calm environment where I really don't have as much things to do in the day and I really can just sit here and stream for like 8 hours a pop, I don't have the stamina for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Once it gets to like the 3 hour mark, unless I'm like sucked into the game or chat is like genuinely popping, I like kind of start to get antsy.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go.
So I mean, it's kind of like work. Like if you're occupied and you're having fun. Well, fun is a strong term to use with work, right? It depends on what your line of work is, and if,
I have fun in my line of work.
But yeah, I would imagine. But yeah, when I have fun with streams, they don't feel long at all. Like it could be a 5-hour stream, but I could be like so occupied with chat or so occupied with the game that I genuinely forget how long I've been live for. Those are the streams. Those are like the best streams that you could have as a streamer.
Yeah, exactly. God. And just to cap it all off, I think we're lucky enough that Poker Night in the Inventory dropped recently. They remade Poker Night in the Inventory.
Poker Nut, the inventory?
Poker Night in the Inventory?
Is it bad that I don't know what that is?
Oh my god. All right. We'll wrap up today while I go educate this poor gentleman who hasn't lived. He's lived under a rock since the fucking year 1982. Hasn't heard of Super Mario Brothers. Doesn't know anything. Never even heard of space. Doesn't even know the planet he lives on. You, my friend,
Wait,
are
space
about
is
to
real?
get. You are about to get some serious ball knowledge. I'm going to grab your penis and stretch it to the size of the I-95 highway.
Fuck yeah, we are. I mean, what? Shit. But I guess I could add maybe a closing remark. I don't know what I would say.
Sure, where can people
fuck, I'm
find
gonna
you?
Be on YouTube.
I've almost forgot to
you
do
can
that for
find
you.
me
Where
on
can people
Twitch.
find you?
You can find me on Twitch, the television. I stream at 5 p.m. ET during the week and at 10 a.m. if ET during the weekend. And you can maybe find me on YouTube. I haven't uploaded in a stone age, but sometimes I do, and it's mostly just like just random yapping
Yeah, me too, man.
about stuff.
That's
that
why I
are
started the
all my main-
podcast. It's so I could have at least one upload every 2 months or every 2 weeks without fail.
Honestly, keep it up. This has been really entertaining. I haven't been in a podcast, so I've had the honors to actually be in a podcast for the very first time
the
ever.
fun part is every time I bring someone on the podcast, the first 2 questions they ask me are, "What is the podcast about?" and "What is it?" They go, "A, I
It
don't know
is
you did
the
a
whatever
podcast."
sandwich.
And what is it about? And I go, I don't like. Even when I had Hal Cozy on, bless that man's soul, one of the coolest people ever. I had him on. He was like, "Oh, thank you for the interview," and I was like, "Oh." And then people in the comments were like, "Hey, man, that was a really cool interview." And I was like, "Well, you know, it wasn't." And when he
see, it
posted about it
wasn't
in
an
his
interview.
Discord, he was like, "Hey guys, my interview with John Chairs came out," and I was like, "Okay, well, you know, it was a conversation between 2 peers." Yes. So I will see you on Twitch, where you'll be playing. Well, what are you going to be
Of course.
playing? What are you going to be playing next week?
So right now I'm going through 2 separate games, single player games, and I have recently been helping out buddies on Destiny, but mainly it's been Valkyria Chronicles. It's a nice Sega game.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a really nice RTS game. And the other one is BioShock Infinite. I went through BioShock 1 and 2. I think BioShock 1 is a great game. 2 is kind of mediocre, and Infinite is nice. I don't understand why people hate Infinite so much, but I think it's fine so far.
Well, and I completely forgot to mention this, but thank you very much for watching the John Hotline.